Everyone is making videos about the best AI tools to make you rich. But here's what they don't tell you. Just using few shiny tools won't get you anywhere. I work for IBM, HP. I'm a CEO, board member advisor, and consulting few startups in the UK. And after seeing what actually works, I can tell you, if you want the fastest way to get rich with AI, it's not about using tools. It is about building a flywheel. In this video, I will show you the 10 AI tools I would use today to outsmart your competition, speed up everything, and help you to make money. So let's start with the first thing every business needs: leads. Most businesses do not fail because the product is bad or their competition is stronger. They fail because they cannot find enough of the right people to sell to. But here's what nobody tells you. Most founders focus on vanity metrics like lead volume, not lead quality. A week ago in London, I was sitting in a board meeting where the CMO walked us through how they generate so many leads, great conversion from prospect to suspect. And I asked what was their cost for a customer acquisition. And it was embarrassingly high. Most lead gen is broken for the same reason. The math is brutal. For every 1,000 emails you send, maybe 10 people will respond and one might buy. So for lead gen, you don't need a telescope, you need a microscope. That's why our first tool is Apollo, the AI sales engine built for targeted prospecting. Apollo helps you narrow the funnel even before you send the first email. For example, you could say, I want all CTOs of fintech companies with less than 500 employees based in New York and New Jersey. And it will pull hundreds of contacts. Now you have a target list. Now you can run as many experiments as you want. Apollo helps you figure out your ideal customer persona first and then enrich the target list. Now the second lead gen tool is Clay. This one adds the human layer. It enriches your list with real-world data, and it is the tool that even the hyper-growth companies like OpenAI use for their revenue growth. So let's say if you have a list of prospects, Clay will find their emails, their job title, work experience, education, press mentions, social media profiles, and more. The more you know about the leads, the more personalized your outreach will be, and higher the rate of response will be. When your prospects see that you have done your homework, even if they don't reply you immediately, even if they send you the spam, you have planted the seed. When they are ready to buy, you will be the one they remember. But generating lead is only the beginning. If you want to make real money, you have got to warm them up fast. The research shows that when someone visits your website and you respond within 5 minutes, you are 100 times more likely to reach that prospect. And if you wait for half an hour, they have moved on. But here's the surprising number. Only 7% of companies ever respond with that speed. As a CEO and CRO, I learned it very hard way. My team had built a great lead gen engine. Our product was smoking hot. We knew that our prospect would get really excited, but we had not invested in lead nurturing. And that is my fault. We let the leads go cold. That's the silent gap where revenue disappeared. That's why the tool number 3 is Bravo. That's for responses. This is your digital sales rep who never forgets to follow up. Most leads needs about 6 to 8 gentle touches before they respond. Bravo makes sure those touches actually happens. It is simple, it is visual, and it helps you run email campaigns. You can set up the entire nurture sequence, and the tools like Bravo can also track engagement and prioritize the warmer leads. Once Bravo warms them up, Pair it with an AI scheduling tool like Cleanly to remove all the frictions from scheduling. No back and forth, no lag. You send one link, your prospect picks a timing that works for them, and both calendars are synced. The meeting actually happens. Now, a note of caution. If you have a handful high value leads, please reach out personally. Nothing beats the human touch. Here's what most people forget: your nurture emails are competing with 200 other emails in their inbox. If you're not teaching them something, they are not listening to you. The goal of nurturing is not to stay on schedule, it is to stay in their head. That's the only way you will close the deal. This is a critical step where many businesses choke when success is just one signature away. A Gartner study showed that 60% of deals fall through after purchase intent is clear. Why? Friction. Every extra step, every delay kills the momentum. So let's talk about the tools that remove that friction. You have to deliver on three crucial pillars to close the deal: proposal, pipeline, payment. That's why our fourth tool is Gamma. You can use that to accelerate your proposal and your presentations. Gamma takes all your words, your big ideas, your strategy doc, meeting notes, rough outlines, and turn them into a visual output: deck, PDF, social post, web pages. And here's why that matters. The human brain loves visuals. Research shows that we remember 65% of what we see in the visual compared to only 15% of what we read in words. That is why all AI models have invested so much in converting text into images. That's what Gamma delivers. If you want attention from your customer or from your team, then make your pitch visual. So try Gamma, just type in simple English in the prompt: I want to build a fashion brand that empowers customers and is friendly to the environment. In under a minute, Gamma will auto-generate layouts, charts, and callouts and make the entire presentation. You want to change anything? Just type in English again. Add a graph on how recycled fabric cuts down carbon emission. There it is. Gamma can take you from premature ideas to polished presentation in few minutes. Our next tool, Airtable, is about the second pillar, the deal pipeline. I was working with a startup that was about $10 million in revenue, and they were still running everything in Google Docs and Sheets, from pipeline management to process management to revenue recognition, all of it. It was pure chaos. To avoid that fate, once you have enough leads and deals, move to something like Airtable. It gives you just enough structure, views, filter, automation without the overhead of a full CRM or customer relationship management platforms like HubSpot or Salesforce. Here's what it looks like in action. You start very simple. Start with a blank Airtable base called Pipeline Tracker. Now each row becomes a new lead. Add whatever you know: company name, contact, stage, deal value, next action. Fast and simple. That takes us to our sixth tool, Stripe. And that is about our final pillar, payment. Stripe handles all types of revenue models: one-time payment, subscription, and paying in installment. It is used by millions of small businesses. Companies like Notion and Figma use it. Hyperscalers like Anthropic and Google use it. All of them are fans of Stripe. As the UK-based startup consultant, we had a team called Revenue Operation, or RevOps. The team had 3 full-time people just reconciling payment data across the system. Today, you do not have to spend $360,000 to run your RevOps team. Put this type of expense in product development or marketing instead. Now you can just use Stripe. Deal closing is about removing friction. The tools in this section are the fastest way to go from less talk to let's go. But closing the deal is only half the battle. The real test of any business is delivery, and now even that can be automated with AI. A McKinsey research found that the fast, reliable delivery is the strongest driver for repeat purchase in digital commerce. Consumers are 2.5 times more likely to buy again if you deliver within 24 hours of purchase. And that's why Amazon Prime is like a drug to so many. It delivers before you have time to change your mind. There are two types of product delivery that matters in today's digital economy: apps and assets. Our tool number 7 is Lovable. For delivering apps with Lovable, you don't need to know how to code. Lovable builds working apps from plain language prompts. You just describe what you want in natural English or any other language. Say you are building a business for a local fitness studio and you need a page on your website. You can just type a build me, a lead capture page with a sign up form and a Stripe checkout. Lovable will build all the hooks, the whole thing with layout, logic, payments, all included. Then you say, oh, add a pricing page and connect it with the sign up page, and all done. 2 years ago, that process would have taken weeks of back and forth with your designers, with your business managers, with your product managers, and with your coders. Now it is you and your keyboard, and there is more. If you are technical or building something very complex, you can graduate to AI coding tools like Cursor or Replit to build deeper functionality. But Lovable compresses the time from idea to impact. So you can ship a product even Steve Jobs would call insanely great. Tool number 8 is Gumroad. If you are selling digital assets like online courses or Notion template, ebooks, design pack, then Gumroad is your merchant that handles everything. You upload your digital asset and set it up, and Gumroad will deliver it to all your customers once they click on buy now. It collects payments in most currencies, it manages taxes, it can send receipts. If you are running a lean digital business, Gumroad is your invisible warehouse. Easy, instant, automatic, and global. Now that you got tools to generate leads, nurture leads, close deals, deliver your product, it's time to automate the whole system so your business runs without you. Many founders fail to realize that most processes break at the handoff point between apps. A customer asks for a refund, but the email reply never goes out. A lead sign up, but your CRM never updates because the apps do not talk to each other. Automation is the relay race that passes the baton from one app to the next without dropping it. There are two major players you need to know about. One is Zapier, another is Anytime. There are many others, but here's my simple map. Zapier is for your first 100 automations after you have learned how each process works. And then you can move to Anytime when you need power, cost control, data control, and AI reasoning at scale. So tool number 9 then is Zapier. Now this is the OG of automation. It's been around for a while. It connects with more than 7,000 apps, so all the apps in our system can finally talk to each other. If your workflow is simple, like when a lead fills a form, add them to Google Sheet, alert me on Slack, and send a welcome email, Zapier is perfect. It is fast, it is stable, it is beginner friendly. The interface feels like a little clunky, a little dated, but they are working on it. One more thing, it charges per task, so costs rise quickly as you scale with Zapier, which brings us to our tool number 10, N8N. When you are automating thousands of tasks or want control over data and cost, N8N is your upgrade. It even comes with a new AI workflow builder that will design your entire workflow for you. All you do is give instructions again in plain English. I call it white code automation. Building workflows by simple chatting with the tool. This is the future of workflow automation. 0 to 60 in 60 seconds. Here's the most important thing. If you're building your business, you just need to know when to use what. And once you do, you can start seeing real growth happening when you link them together. When every process feeds the next, in other words, when you build a flywheel, you see the best business do not sprint, they spin. They build flywheels where every rotation makes the next one easier, faster. The 10th tool that we talk about should make the flywheel turn faster. Imagine this now. Apollo finds your next lead. Clay enriches it with the context. Bravo keeps them warm until they are ready. Calendly books the meeting. Gamma turns your meeting notes into a polished proposal. Airtable then track the deal through every stage. Stripe take care of the payments. Lovable builds the product or service in hours. Gamrod will deliver your digital assets automatically. And tools like Anytime or Zapier will make sure every step triggers the next. This loop will never stop, even while you are sleeping. Leads create sales, sales create delivery, delivery creates reputation, and reputation drives more leads. And this is the flywheel. That's your business learning how to run faster with eSpin all by itself. But here are three things you must watch out for. First, when I advise companies nowadays, I tell them the goal is not to pick the perfect tool. You can pick good enough tools and run them repeatedly until you learn what actually matters. Second, clarity beats complexity. The better you understand the process you are automating, the better your results. And finally, if you are overwhelmed with all this type of tech numbo jumbo of API, this agentic model, that, please don't be today. If you have a clear idea of what you want to build, anything from Lovable to Anytime, will build it for you. It's a great time to start a business, but you have to be okay to stumble a lot at first. So here's my invitation. Start with one or two of your favorite tools. Give it some time, play with it. The initial hurdle and the discomfort that you might feel, you know that's the natural part of growth. Every new growth feels painful until it doesn't. Because these AI tools are not here to just debug your processes. They are here to debug your mind. And if you like this video, here's another one that I think you will enjoy. Thank you, take care, and I love you.